Hello everyone, Sunset2, welcome to another mod overview, this time on Primal Winter. A mod that simply adds the ability for you to have a winter-like environment in pretty much, I think, every biome. So yeah, instead of it just being, say, a world type sort of situation, or just a single biome that has it, it can appear around the entire world and maybe other dimensions. So you've got a thick fog, the weather is always snowy and thundering, there's obviously particle effects and certain sounds. Most surface blocks are replaced by snow. This can be mined, of course. Polar bears and strays now spawn everywhere instead of just being in specific biomes. And then others show snow and ice placement has been improved, and now layers and more such stuff can be considered. So yeah, if we just go to, I'm trying to think, this is the world. Just want to make sure, and I was just testing if they did have a world type. So we'll just go back into an existing world. You can see in that pretty much what it looks like. So we've got a ton of snow. Obviously in survival, and it's not making it so that we have like a coldness effect or something like that where we can't survive in it. It's just like so. You've got snow, of course, if you want to have, I guess, snow early game and use that as a means to get past mobs and such things. You can see it obviously appearing on trees, and we're getting ice, of course, near water. On water, I guess, and replacing it. Otherwise, I haven't been in the world long enough to have mobs spawn in it yet. But either way, we'll see. So we'll still get our fish from before. We were in a plains biome, and we'll make our way to, I think, an actual taiga, which obviously is more fitting for the snow to appear. So yeah, I don't know what the actual way of determining polar bears and strays is, but my guess is they probably will just spawn eventually. For the most part, maybe just in other biomes you haven't encountered yet, and then just appear. We'll actually go to a... Yeah, I can't because I don't have it installed apparently, so I can't find that. But otherwise there is two configs in particular you can manipulate if you want to change up how the mod works. So you've got the fog density if you think you want it to be changed. You've got the snow density, which is at the highest rather than the lowest. What's that's the lowest. You've got snow sounds, which I probably don't have enabled because obviously I've turned the sound down. And then you've also got wind sounds as well. You've got fog color, if you want it to be changed, which obviously is for the day versus the night, which will actually change tonight just to see what it's like. You've got the weather rendering changes, so this changes whether the weather renderer is faster or denser and such. You do have to reload the world for this to happen though, so a slash reload might work. The command, of course. And you've got a sky rendering change as well, so it does not render sunrise or sunset effects during a snowstorm. So yeah, I'll just go to night and we'll see what the difference is there compared to daytime, and this is what it looks like. So there's that. It's much darker in comparison. And we'll go to the other one, which allows you to enable or disable weather commands, or the weather command that you typically would have, so any changes require a world restart, so you can disable it, I think. I'll actually try that, so we'll go weather, and then we'll go clear. So that's not an option. We've got slash weather, not even a command can overcome the storms command is disabled. Yeah, so you pretty much with it by default obviously it's disabled, it's just worth checking. And then you've got the following here for a list of biome IDs that will not be forcibly converted to frozen wastelands. Any changes requires an MC restart, so restarting the game. rather than the slash reload, I assume. And yeah, so this is pretty much obviously excluded biomes. So you've got the Nether Dimension, you've got End Barrens, End Highlands, and a few other things. The End itself, and the Void. So yeah, pretty much every biome in the overworld can be converted to a snowstorm covered biome now, except for Nether or other sort of dimensions or End related biomes or such. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.